Welcome to Iron and Steel Making course. Today I am going to talk about lecture 7, that is on porosity classification. Porosity classification, how this particular porosity is characterized and how do you assess this particular things. Most of the coke, this porosity point also I am talking about only coke. Most of the coke which was used for pig iron production by blast furnace are observed to be open pores. If this particular pores are correlated to reducibility, you mean this particular coke is going to react with iron ore, and how much amount of CO and CO2 emission is happening, that particular CO and CO2 will help to further increasing thermal heat, thermal energy. So that particular reducibility increases if the coke is having open pores or open porosity. It largely depends upon how much coke is lying in the earth of blast furnace. And the advantage of having high porosity is material iron ore gets softened in earlier stage, which leads that immediately it goes to the melting point. After softening point, it reaches to the melting point. This is one advantage. How the coke looks like, what are the pores? These pores also characterized for other product, closed pores, micro pores, macro pores, but coke is observed to be open pores characteristic. And coming to the how do you calculate the porosity of coke? To determine the porosity of the coke, what is the percentage of porosity of this particular coke is having? How do you determine? For determining, you use Archimedes principle. The principle suggests that you calculate the difference between when you add the coke in a bowl is having of water and add it, what is the buoyancy force of that particular coke and what was the initial weight of the coke. If you differentiate between these two, force index and weight index, then you will be coming to know a parameter. If this particular value, the net force, weight is also can be converted into the force parameter. So what is the net force? If it is coming positive value, that gives that the object such as coke, it rises to top of this particular water, and if it is negative, the object sinks within the liquid, and if it is 0, the object neutrally it will be buoyant. And now the another part after porosity, reducibility of coke. Porosity, this in the last lecture I was talking about few properties, physical and chemical properties, and mostly chemical properties. Now I am going to talk about physical properties. One is porosity, the other thing is reducibility, that is suggested by Gakushin. The Gakushin test, mainly the aim is the reducibility is characterized based on the indirect reduction. Indirect reduction of coke. What do you mean by indirect reduction of coke? The coke is added in the blast furnace, further giving the initial fire, as it burns, it produces CO2 and CO. That particular CO and CO2 further increases thermal energy. for reaching the higher temperature. That is called indirect reduction. The CO and CO2 participate reducing the iron ore, not directly the coke is involving. So that is why you call it as a indirect reduction. The idea, the reducibility give an idea about indirect reduction. Higher the reducibility, the indirect reduction is more. In the case of blast furnace pig iron production, if indirect reduction is more, it is related to the another value that the coke feed you required less, lower coke rate. Obviously the production of iron will increase. These points one need to know. That is aim. The standard procedure developed by Gakushin, he took the iron ore sample weight of 300 to 600 grams and coke bed diameter he prepared 60 to 100 mm bed diameter, and reaction temperature chosen is 900 degrees Celsius temperature, and test performed for 3 hours, and he observed the reducing gases produced are 30% CO and 70% N2, and this particular gases are maintained with constant. It is coming constant with flow rate. Then the observation is how much time is required for complete reduction of this iron ore with coke. How much time required is assessed, or what is the indirect reduction, how many gases are coming, all those things are calculated. How do you determine? With one index. That index is called degree of reduction, or you call it as the percentage of fractional oxygen removal from the iron ore after test is performed. Reducibility is characterized by degree of reduction. Ferrous material with the coke is characterized by fractional percentage of oxygen removal in gaseous atmosphere such as CO and CO2. For degree of reduction, either of the parameter you can choose N0 by N by N0 into 100. What does it mean? N0 is nothing but number of moles of oxygen originally combined with iron ore only, and number of moles of oxygen left when it is combined with iron ore after experimental time t. How much number of moles are remained? That particular value give degree of reduction. So that much indirect reduction utilizes the gases CO, CO2 will come out. That is one point. Now another property I am going to talk about, reactivity of coke. What is the reactivity of coke? How this particular reactivity is assessed, and all those particular things are discussed in this particular topic. The reactivity of coke is defined as ability of coke to react with oxygen, with CO and with CO2 and steam. What is the ability of coke to react? How do you calculate? And for assessing this particular reactivity coke, let us come to know few knowledge points about the reactivity. If the reactivity of coke with these things is higher, it is assumed as the thermal conductivity values of volatile matters such as the associated sulfur, phosphorus with coke and ash. And coke having high reactivity, it ignites easily and gives immediate pickup for reaching to the higher temperature. Fuel is here coke, reaching to the higher temperature. That is one more advantage. And the other thing is, if the coke is having the lower reactivity, there is an advantage of fuel bed temperature. Fuel bed temperature is higher than the high reactivity coke, compared low reactivity coke, high reactivity. Fuel bed temperature achieved from low reactivity coke is higher than high reactivity coke. This is a limitation. Conclusion. Now, if you see the strong coking, good quality of coke having high rank coals have observed to be low reactivity. Low reactivity. Now, it is affected that the presence of ash, coke ash combined with iron ore, it also affects the reactivity of coke. It means that strong coking, high quality of coke is having low reactivity. It means when you have the low reactivity, you are reaching the higher fuel bed temperature. So you will choose low reactivity coke. It is the conclusion of this particular slide. Now, how do you calculate the reactivity of coke? There is an old method called critical air blast. How do you measure the reactivity of coke? Using critical air blast method, that is, you report with this particular critical air blast value, CAB value of coke, means this is the reactivity. And how do you calculate? The standard procedure followed for critical air blast value calculation is that the CAB value of coke is calculated based on minimum rate of flow in terms of feet cube per minute is required to maintain the full combustion in the entire column having the dimension of 25 mm deep, 40 mm diameter. You took this particular standard column and observe minimum rate of flow. This is which resembles the entire blast furnace height, which gives a clear idea. So that is one way of calculating CAB value. This particular CAB value, optimum value, is observed for the coke which are used for the Indian steel plant. In the Indian coal mines and coke oven batteries, the coke is having 0.065 feet cube per minute. This particular value is assumed to be not important reactivity when you compare with the size of the coke, hardness of the coke, strength of the coke. But this particular value is also related to the reactivity. More the reactivity, lower the CAB value. Lower CAB value, more reactivity. Higher CAB value, higher the CAB value, low reactivity, which we required. Optimum, this value is maintained in many of the Indian steel plant. Now, there is another modern and current method which is followed in Indian steel plant for assessing the reactivity of the coke. This is been expressed by two parameters. One is based on the reactivity and strength. Both are interrelated. That's why you calculate reactivity and strength. The reactivity is assessed with a parameter called coke reactivity index. The strength is assessed with coke strength after this particular reaction. How do you calculate? These are the principles used for calculating the CRA. CRA value, original weight of the coke and weight loss after reactivity and original weight into 100. You will get coke reactivity index. And CSR, the weight of this weight removed after reactivity the remaining material plus 10 mm size of the coke is taken, tumbled or rotated using a Micum drum for standard revolutions. How much 10 mm size of coke particles are remained? The coke particles are strong. Weight of that particular 10 mm coke size particles after standard revolutions, that is initial weight of the coke, before revolutions, before rotation, after rotation. This is before rotation value, this is after rotation value. You will be getting the coke strength after reactivity. This particular graph give an idea for taking from the various steel plants. The coke is taken and assessed. It is observed that the coke reactivity index varies from 10 to 50. Majority of the coke reactivity index. Coming to the coke strength after reactivity percentage is falling from 20 to 80. Maximum or average is coke reactivity index is 40 and CSR is 50. Maximum is coke reactivity is observed at low coke reactivity 10 is which is required, and high strength achieved 80 percentage is achieved. So using this graph one can select the coke using this particular calculation. Now I am going to tell you the standard procedure of calculating CRI and CSR. Now let me talk about coke reactivity index. To determine the coke reactivity index, you will take a standard sample of 200 grams of coke, and that particular 200 grams of coke is selected with the plus 20 mm size particles taken in a steel tube, heated in a electric furnace at temperature of 1100 degrees Celsius temperature, the standard procedure. And next step is the CO2 gas is passed, maintaining 5 kg per centimeter square pressure for 2 hours. Then this particular CO2 react with coke, carbon in coke, gives rise CO. The CO is formed and it combustion starts. It exhausts out, CO exhaust out, it will go out also, some of the CO, and some of the CO will participate in the further reaction. This carbon coke react with the CO2, it mainly depends upon the reactivity of coke, and which reactivity of coke is nothing but when it is reacting there will be loss of weight of the coke. That this point one need to remember and understand. More is the loss in the weight of the coke, reactivity is more, using this CRI procedure. And the percentage loss of weight which is reported with the CRI as I shown in graph. You will calculate CRI value, and ideal CRI value in an Indian blast furnace figure and production which uses the coke is about 20% loss is acceptable. 20% weight loss is acceptable, and typical Indian blast furnace also follows 20%. Now coming to the coke strength after reaction. How do you calculate? The left out coke after coke reactivity index determination, that particular after weight loss is taken out, considered that particular residue is taken and put it in a Micum drum, rotated for 60 rotations. Then the percentage of coke retained with plus 10 mm size screen sieve shaker is collected. That particular plus 10 mm size particles are observed to be coke strength having after reactivity, that is assumed as real coke strength. That particular coke strength is related to the stronger the coke which is retained plus 10 mm size means more is its CSR value, coke strength after reactivity value, and ideal CSR value is about 55%, the average, as you have observed from the graph. Even the average ideal CRA value 20% is also addressed by the graph. Now the typical value of Indian blast furnace also maintains 55 to 60% is the conclusion. Now there are other properties, physical behavior of materials. After chemical properties, physical properties, physical behavior of the material at higher temperature. How do you assess? It mainly depends upon three parameters. One is swelling at higher temperature while it is going on the under reducing atmosphere conditions such as CO and CO2, and premature and partial burning of coke, softening of material, and failure, weight loss as it is lying at higher temperature, the burden material of coke, how much failure, what is the partial burning. These particular parameters gives an idea about the physical behavior of material. It should be low, negligible, then you can call it as the physical behavior, physical properties are good for the coke. Now coming to the conclusion of this particular lecture, that is which type of porosity is better for coke? Is it open porosity or closed porosity? Answer: what is understood by saying indirect reduction of iron ore with coke? What is understood? How the reducibility of iron ore with coke is assessed or characterized? How to determine the reactivity of coke in blast furnace operation? Justify the word called coke strength after reaction. You define this particular calculation of the coke strength reaction and explain the procedure of coke reactivity and how to calculate, explain the Gakushin method for assessing the coke reducibility and indirect reduction, reducing gases emission from the coke, CO and CO2, and open porosity, mostly the coke is having. These things you can get from this particular lecture only. Thank you.